Hi Capricorn, this is Christelle Martinette with another monthly reading for the month of June. I hope you have been well lately, Capricorn friends. I want to thank those of you who have come to have a free consultation with me. It's been really illuminating and very rewarding. It was it's always been an interesting exchange, and there are more to come. I'm enjoying them. And then there will be this live event. I don't know how it's going to go. But we'll see. Sunday, it is 5:30 Central European Time. I'll be using Hangouts, YouTube, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see. We'll have to practice before and see if the technology will work. I have with me here the Voodoo Tarot, New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, the Black Cat Tarot, and Sibylla's and Crystal Quartz runes to work with. Let's see what's coming up for you, Capricorn, for the month of June. I have that, I'm getting in the month of June, you're way out. You're way out. You've gone far. Okay, the month of June is the result of previous decisions you've made, and you're there. You're in this new environment. You're in a decision that was made, and you've enacted, and you're there now. And the interesting part of the month of June is that you're electrified in the sense of this new, you're surprising yourself with how you have behaved in terms of this decision, and how, you've taken up your courage, and just enacted a decision that was hard for you to do. The decision, the focus is on that decision. You're revisiting it. Even if you've done it, you're revisiting it and trying to look back at what had happened before and what brought you to make that decision, because you went forward so quickly that it seems like a dream now. And so you're revisiting that, and you're tracing the steps backward to see what it was like before you actually took that decision. What brought you to do that? And you're trying to revisit that, almost as if there were a lesson. It's a month that you're sort of taking out, sort of on vacation, sort of not doing the normal things that you do day in and day out. It's a month where you're sort of reflecting on the past, and the very recent past, 2, 3, 4 months, and what brought you to the position where you are now. And it's an interesting month because you're relaxed, but your mind is really not being hard on yourself, but it's forcing you to take a cold, hard look at the way you are, and that difficult, tough outer skin that you have. And is that a positive thing? Is it a negative thing? Is it a positive thing that I was able to enact a decision on the drop of a dime, on the drop of a hat, a tossing up of a coin or whatever? Is that a good thing? Look what I'm doing now. I don't know what to do. Was it a positive thing? This is, I'm in a position where I can choose what I can do next. But is it a good thing? Where are my roots? What has happened to me? And this new environment, this new decision, this new context that you are in that you're already in the month of June, or it's a fresh opportunity, something new has changed recently, but you're there already in June. That condition is going to be very, very fertile for you the month of June in getting new ideas as to where to go, how to proceed, what is the near future going to be, how is it going to be for me, this near future, what is my next move, where am I going to work next, where am I going to live next? Should I live in a condo? Should I get a room and share it with other people in an apartment so I can save? Should I use the last dollar and invest in the house of my dreams? Should I go into a shelter and see what it's like living with those people? Maybe so you have decisions and you have choices, you know, and you are at all those different levels. Your mind is at a very level of how can I say? You can slide down into the level of poverty. You can raise up into a level of and into the heights of wealth. Your mind can bring you to do that, and your dreams can help you to do that as well. And this is what you're doing the month of June. You're traveling through those different levels, you know, and seeing where is the best, you know, where is my level? You know, where do I go from here? Let's see what these black cats have to tell us. This one wants to come out. Okay, it's a month of being in love with love, and looking at your past, your recent past, and why you made those decisions. It's framed within the concept of what is love for me. I made mistakes. Did I make mistakes? Where were those mistakes? Did I run away from that? Did I see that it was over and I had to get out? Have I got out? Is that person left behind? Should I revisit that? The Knight of Cups. You know, the last card out that wanted to come out is that Ace of Cups. There's a beginning there, a new beginning. Now, what I'm not clear on is if it's a new person or a revisitation of the past. There's this Six of Cups as well. The outgoing card is the Six of Cups. And it is under the realm of dreams. You're looking back and considering it. But there is also the Page of yeah, look at this cute, you know, showing muscle, the Page of Pentacles, showing your muscle, and that's you, Capricorn, showing your muscle and what you're capable of. But you're still revisiting those decisions, and you're still thinking of that person of the past. This new, I'm going to take Sibila on that to see what that is all about. High Priestess is here. The High Priestess, along with the Emperor and the, you know, they're one next to the other. And what is that? Many people consider this a couple. And, you know, or, you know, at least, if not a couple here, they are in two different worlds. One is the worldly world, the Emperor, and the High Priestess is in other worlds, and you're in a, you know, you're straddling both and trying to understand. It's a matter of spiritual reawakening, and you're not couching it as spiritual reawakening. You're not telling yourself, I'm having a spiritual crisis. No. And you're not even seeing it as a crisis. You're seeing it as a very pragmatic dance on trying to understand yourself through the decisions that you've made. You know, your feet are very much on the ground. Very, very much on the ground. Almost to a fault, I'm saying. Let's take a look at some of these cards. First of all, I want to look at this Ace of Cups to see what this is telling us. Overflow of love here. Yeah, and it's it is a person of the past that you're thinking of. You know, that we have Costanza, Pensiero, and L'amante male, and you are still in a position of thinking of that person of the past that you may have left behind. All right, so now we need to know if there's going to be a comeback and an actual coming back, and either of that person or of you. We'll be looking at that with the runes. I'm going to take the Emperor and the High Priestess together. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Now, Donna di Servizio, there is a gift here. You're being gifted another time around. You're being gifted a man or a woman, very important in your life. Now, these two are not, they're looking in different directions. And it's mirroring the Six of Cups. And apparently this is a situation from your past that you may have got away from. And you're being given the gift of not only thinking about that once again, but having the opportunity to make a decision of whether you want to see them again or not. And that will be coming around, not in the month of June. There will be talk of that in the month of June. Because it seems that you having made the decision and moving to a different context, it has given you the opportunity to see things from a different perspective. And it's very refreshing, because when you were in the thick of it, you were not able to see it clearly. It just was beyond you. Very interesting, this. I'm going to take this these last two cards, the Six of Cups and the Knight of, the Page of Pentacles, this cat that's showing his muscles. Oh, I see yourself as being your own antagonist here. Okay, there's a female enemy, the Nemica, the house and the denaro. All right, this matrimony. I mean, this is, all right, I'm going to give it to you straight, Capricorn. You can unfriend me, you can unlike me, you can unsubscribe me, you can undo anything, but your idea of wanting a formal bond, marriage, at all costs, you wanted a formal bond and you wanted a commitment, and you didn't get that, that has worked against you. I don't know, just saying. You're going to have to, well, we need a hanged man. We need a hanged man here, you know, turning around and seeing things differently. And you're in a position now in the month of June to do that, because your context, your framework, your environment will help you in revisiting yourself, what is important to you spiritually. Right? And I'm not saying it's a spiritual crisis. What is love all about, if not spirituality? Okay. Just saying. All right. Yeah, you would do well to go and think of those things, because believe me, what I'm seeing here is that, one, you cannot get away from facing the music with that important person, that person who's made a mark on your soul. You really need to revisit that. Not to get closure, but to understand and to develop it in more ways than one. Because there's not always a ring on the finger. There's not always, one way out to being together. You can be together being afar. Capricorn, of course, this may not sit right with you, but I'm seeing here a complete transformation. A very hard lesson is learned. Very hard lesson is learned. It is a lesson that will bring you actual wealth. When you, in this sense, as you revisit this spiritual crisis, and I'm going to call it a spiritual crisis, you can unfriend me, you can unsubscribe, whatever, but I'm seeing this as a spiritual crisis, because this person has made such an important mark on your soul. As you revisit it, this notion, and you will need to do that, you'll see an immediate change. You'll start seeing abundance. You'll start seeing happiness. You'll start seeing actual dollar signs. This is what we do in Italian to say dollar signs. You know, we got dollar signs. We got money coming in. You know, my mother always used to say, when you're scratching your palm and palm is itching, money is coming in. Okay, and the notion of perhaps even conceiving that it's possible to have a relationship with that person once again in time, and not right now as if you wanted it. If it's not going to work right now, it's not going to work, okay? I see the success here, and I see the importance of this person. I see the importance of this person for you because of a lesson that he or she is teaching you about yourself. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be together, but I'm saying revisiting that spiritually, and I'm repeated spiritually, is going to bring you to a point of abundance spiritually. And the rest, whatever, comes out after that. But I'm afraid to say, you cannot sidestep this. It's you cannot go back to go. You have to go through jail, as a Monopoly, the game tells us. But you have to go through the motions. It's a part of your spiritual growth. And unless you do, you won't have the answers that you need. Scorpio friends. Yeah, Scorpio. Sorry, Capricorn. I know really well who I'm talking to, and it is the Capricorn, because the Capricorn's spirit is coming out in these cards. That wanting to be firmly planted in the ground, but then things happen to you and they take you away, and you don't understand why, and you don't understand how you have to deal with that, if not pragmatically. I want to be with them. I want to marry them. If they don't want to marry me, it's over. If it doesn't happen in the first week, it's over. If it didn't work then, it's over. And it's always been over so many times, but it's still there to teach you a lesson. It's still there to make you understand some shortcomings that you have. And it's there to also make you grow and mature. Just saying. But it's a beautiful spread. It's actually a lovely spread. And it talks of growth. It talks of love. It talks of newness. It talks of a new environment. And the most interesting part of this spread is the growth and the spiritual growth. I do hope this was of help to you, Capricorn friends, and that you can see your way in the month of June in this new environment that you have made for yourself, created for yourself. It's also the new environment can be an allegory for a mental set, a mindset that has changed or that will be changing. But the month of June is when you're going to start revisiting that, and it's just like as if you have taken that month out on a vacation, a mental vacation, because you need to get your bearings in this new environment. Namaste, Capricorn friends. I do appreciate your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. Welcome to my new subscribers, and for supporting me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Till we read again, Capricorn friends, bye-bye.